There's a part of you that's already dead. You know it. It's the part of you that stays silent when you should scream. The part that bows its head when you should stand tall. It's the part that clings to comfort, afraid of change, afraid of pain. That version of you, it's dragging you down, suffocating you in your own skin. But here's the truth you've been avoiding. That version of you doesn't deserve to survive. It's time to burn it. Burn it to ashes. Let's be honest. You've been living a lie where you pretend everything is fine, where you tell yourself you're okay staying stuck in the same patterns, the same failures, the same excuses. But deep down, you feel it, don't you? That gnawing ache in your chest, that whisper in the back of your mind that says, this isn't who I'm supposed to be. You've built walls around yourself, not to keep others out, but to trap yourself in. Those walls are made of fear, of self-doubt, of every time you've told yourself you're not good enough. And every brick is a moment you let your old self win. But here's the thing about walls. They don't just keep the world out. They block the light. They block growth. They block you from seeing the fire that's waiting to ignite within you. The world doesn't care about your excuses. It doesn't care about your pain. It keeps moving, leaving you behind every second you waste being someone you're not proud of. And if you don't act, you'll wake up one day and realize you've spent your entire life feeding a version of yourself that was never meant to last. The world doesn't care about your excuses. It doesn't care about your pain. It keeps moving, leaving you behind every second you waste being someone you're not proud of. And if you don't act, you'll wake up one day and realize you've spent your entire life feeding a version of yourself that was never meant to last. Burning the old you isn't easy. It's violent. It's painful. It's standing in front of a mirror and admitting every weakness, every failure, every lie you've told yourself. It's ripping apart the mask you've worn for so long that you forgot it wasn't your real face. Here's the process. Step 1. Confront the truth. Look at your life with brutal honesty. What are you running from? What are you hiding behind? The truth will hurt, but it will also set the stage for your transformation. Step 2. Break the chains. Comfort zones are your chains. They might feel safe, but they're holding you in place while the world moves on without you. Step out. Walk into the unknown. Yes, it will terrify you. Yes, it will hurt, but pain is the price of rebirth. Step 3. Embrace the fire. The fire is your anger, your frustration, your hunger for something more. Stop suppressing it. Channel it. Let it consume everything weak and false within you. Fire destroys, but it also forges. It's how you create something stronger, something real. Here's what no one tells you about change. It feels like dying. Because a part of you is dying. The old you will fight. It will claw and scream and beg to survive. It will whisper lies into your ear. This is too hard. You'll never make it. You don't deserve better. But here's the truth. That voice, it's not you. It's the ghost of the person you're leaving behind. And ghosts have no power unless you let them haunt you. Yes, you will lose people. The ones who benefited from your weakness, who thrived on your self-doubt, will turn their backs on you. Let them go. You're not burning yourself for them. You're burning yourself for you. You'll face nights where the pain feels unbearable, where every step forward feels like dragging a weight. But those nights, they're proof that you're alive, proof that you're fighting for something bigger than the comfort of staying the same. There's a moment in every transformation where the fire dies down and all that's left is ash. You'll stand there raw, exposed, stripped of every illusion. And in that moment, you'll feel something you haven't felt in a long time. Freedom. The ashes of your old self are not a reminder of what you've lost, but a testament to what you've survived. From those ashes you will rise, not as the person you were, but as the person you were meant to be. You'll realize that the fire didn't destroy you, it revealed you. It burned away the weakness, the fear, the lies. What's left is pure, unbreakable, unstoppable. And that version of you? That's the version that can conquer anything. People will see the change. They'll see the strength in your eyes, the fire in your soul. They'll wonder where you found it, how you turned pain into power, and some of them will hate you for it. They'll try to drag you back to the ashes, back to the person you used to be, but they can't touch you, because once you've risen, once you've embraced the fire, you're untouchable. Their words, their doubts, their hate, it's fuel. Let it feed the flames inside you. The world isn't kind to the weak. It doesn't wait for you to get your act together. But the strong, the ones who've walked through fire and come out forged in steel, the world bows to them. And now, that's who you are. Let's dig deeper into the hardest part of transformation, the fear of starting over. There's something terrifying about leaving behind everything you've ever known, even if what you know is suffocating you. That fear whispers, what if you fail? What if you're not strong enough? What if you burn everything and there's nothing left? Breaking down the fear of failure. Failure isn't the enemy. Staying the same is. Every failure is a step forward, a lesson learned. The old you feared failure because it equated it with worthlessness. The new you? You understand that failure is proof you're trying, proof you're alive. Fear of pain. Pain is inevitable. Whether you stay in your comfort zone or step into the fire, pain will find you. The difference is that one pain leads to growth, while the other chains you to mediocrity. Choose the pain that transforms you. Fear of isolation. When you change, not everyone will come with you. But understand this, the people who leave when you rise are the ones who thrived on your weakness. Their absence isn't a loss, it's a gain. You don't need people who want you to stay small. You need people who challenge you to be stronger. The fire isn't just destruction, it's creation. It's your anger, your hunger, your refusal to settle for less than you deserve. The fire burns away everything false, but it also fuels your rebirth. To rise stronger, you need to keep that fire alive. Remember your why. Why did you decide to burn the old you? Was it because you were tired of living a lie? Because you wanted more out of life? Keep that reason close. Let it fuel you when the fire starts to dim. Channel your pain. Pain is energy. Don't waste it. Use it. Let every heartbreak, every failure, every moment of doubt become fuel for the flames. Pain isn't your enemy. It's your teacher. Embrace anger. Anger has a bad reputation. But when controlled, it's one of the most powerful motivators you have. Be angry at the time you've wasted. Be angry at the old you for holding you back. Channel that anger into action. Once the fire has burned everything away, you're left with a blank slate. This is where the real work begins. It's not enough to destroy the old you. You need to consciously build the new you. Steps to rebuild. Number 1, define your values. Who do you want to be? What do you stand for? Write it down, commit to it. Your new self starts with clarity. Number 2, set non-negotiables. Decide what you will no longer tolerate, from yourself and from others. This is your foundation. Weak boundaries invite the old you to creep back in. Number 3, take small, relentless steps. Rebirth isn't a one-time event. It's a daily choice. Wake up every day and do one thing that aligns with the person you're becoming. Number 4, forgive, but don't forget. Forgive yourself for the mistakes of the past, but don't forget them. Let them be reminders of where you came from and why you'll never go back. When you start to rise, the world won't make it easy. Resistance will come from outside and within. Friends might question you. Family might doubt you. Even your own mind will rebel, whispering, "This isn't you." Why resistance is good? Resistance is proof that you're changing. The old you wouldn't have faced it because the old you didn't challenge the status quo. But the stronger you grow, the more resistance you'll face. Embrace it. Fight through it. Battling inner doubt. Recognize it. Inner doubt is the voice of the old you. It's scared. It's desperate. Don't let it win. Talk back. When doubt whispers, respond. Remind yourself of what you've survived, what you've overcome. You're not weak anymore. Keep moving. Action kills doubt. Every time you take a step forward, no matter how small, you prove to yourself that you're stronger than the voice in your head. Let's address the loneliness that comes with transformation. When you burn the old you, You often burn bridges with people who don't understand your journey, and that's okay. Why being alone is powerful. Clarity. Without distractions, you can focus on who you're becoming. Strength. Standing alone forces you to rely on yourself. It builds resilience. Authenticity. The people who come into your life after your transformation are drawn to the real you, not the version you pretended to be. Embrace the silence. In the silence of isolation, you'll hear the voice of the new you. Listen to it, nurture it, let it guide you. By now, the fire has done its work. The old you is gone. What's left is something unrecognizable, stronger, bolder, untamed. But transformation isn't the end, it's the beginning. Living as the new you. Walk differently. Carry yourself with the confidence of someone who survived the fire. Speak differently. Let your words reflect your strength, your authenticity. Act differently. Every choice, every action should align with the person you've become. A new perspective. The world will look different. Challenges that once paralyzed you will now excite you. The opinions of others will feel weightless. You'll realize that the only person you need to impress is the one staring back at you in the mirror. Burning the old you isn't a one-time thing. Life will test you again and again. It will tempt you to fall back into comfort, to let the fire die. Don't let it. Keep burning. Keep rising. Keep proving to yourself that you are more than your past. More than your pain. The old you is gone. Burned to nothing. What rises now is something the world has never seen before. A force of nature, unstoppable, unbreakable. This is your time. Burn bright. Rise strong. And never look back. The fire doesn't just change you, it changes everything you touch. Your transformation will inspire others, even if they don't admit it. They'll see your strength and wonder if they have it too. Now it's your turn. Look in the mirror. Face the version of yourself that's holding you back. Light the match. Burn it down. And when the fire dies, step into the ashes. Rise stronger. Because the world needs you. Not the weak, fearful version of you. The real you. The unstoppable you. That's all. I'm out. By the way, if you want to level up in life, don't forget to show some love by hitting the like and subscribe button. Until next time.